Recently, I've been getting aches, pains and swelling in my lower legs and feet. My pharmacy recommended I try the Revitive Circulation Booster, and I haven't looked back.
The Revitive Circulation Booster is easy to use and has already helped thousands of people.
Just 30 minutes a day could help improve your blood flow by causing the muscles in your lower legs to contract and release. Ask your local pharmacy how the Revitive Circulation Booster can help you.
Ask for your free in-store trial today.
Right now at Freedom, we have over 700 sofa options on sale, like this stylish Capital, or this cozy Lucas, or even this contemporary Jackson. You'll find your perfect sofa on sale, right now at Freedom.
KFC's Crispy Rods Dinner. We've heard krill oil may help manage the pain of arthritis, but if pride has stopped you from trying it, buy Healthy Care Extra Strength Wild Krill Oil from Chemist Warehouse. Healthy Care is Australian-made and owned. Extra Strength Wild Krill Oil contains omega-3s and may help relieve the pain of arthritis. Right now at Chemist Warehouse, it's only $19.99. To help manage joint pain, choose affordable Healthy Care Wild Krill Oil. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
If your shower dribbles like this, you might think it's a pressure problem. The real cause? Calcium buildup. But with CLR, calcium, lime and rust are gone. So it gets dishwashers and washing machines working like new. Coffee pots, swish a little through and it looks like new. CLR cleans better and faster. Baths, taps, sinks, even cement and bricks. With CLR, calcium, lime and rust are gone.
With 20% off cosmetics, skincare, sun care and tanning this Tuesday and Wednesday on these fabulous brands and loads more. Paying less makes Priceline the fairest of them all. Last stop last, brands available at selected stores.
She's venomous.
She can go off like that.
And once she bites, you better watch out.
You're done.
New Survivor, Tuesday 10:30 on NBN. Big Fat Gypsy Weddings, Wednesday 9 o'clock on NBN. Kids WB, Saturday mornings on NBN. Only Choice Main gives you the best prices, and that's no bull. Tiffany steam iron, $9. That's handheld steam cleaner, $58. Choices has the best prices, and that's no bull.
Just me.
Parts of your car may not be automatically covered. Visit us or call 132 132 to switch today.
NRMA Insurance. Experience the difference.
Get set for summer at Soul Pattinson Chemist. Great value on everyday beauty products, including Latan, soft tan variants, $8.95 each. Bio oil, 60ml, $10.95. Update your skincare routine with L'Oreal Revitalift Total Repair Range. 3 for the price of 2. Plus, for your chance to win a trip to New York, simply purchase any product from the Nivea Sun or Nivea Body range and scan your Soul Plus rewards card. Soul Pattinson Chemist, your way to better health.
When choosing meat for dinner, why not try something different, like Rabbitt Peking duck breast? Pre-roasted and conveniently packed, you simply heat it in the oven, microwave or grill, and add to stir-fries, noodles or salads. The delicious Peking flavour is versatile enough to complement many of your favourite dishes, and you'll be surprised just how easy it is to enjoy Peking duck at home. Do something deliciously different. Try Rabbitt tonight. Brand power, helping you buy better.
With more than 25 billion good bacteria in every capsule, And Inner Health Plus every day can help put the balance back into your digestive health and improve your general well-being.
Have you had your Inner Health Plus today?
Only Choice Mine gives you the best prices, and that's no fool. Tiffany steam iron, $9. That's handheld steam cleaner, $58. Juicy's has the best prices, and that's no fool.
Just me.
We catch out the footy manager shamelessly living it up.
How was your holiday?
I didn't have a holiday.
After gutting this quadriplegic man of millions, a current affair tonight. Live back on Earth, we'll never be the same again.
Hey guys, this is back from space.
New Big Bang Theory, Tuesday 8:30 on NBN.
Get connected at Choice Lane and get $100 bonus cash. Just connect any phone to a 24-month Optus plan at Choices, get an awesome phone deal and $100 bonus cash. But be quick, Choice Lane's Optus bonus cash offer cannot last.
Just me.
Ready, one shot. Yeah, he's toast. Here goes this one. Ready, one shot. Kill spark there. Protect your family.
So what's the best way to protect pets against itching and suffering caused by fleas?
Advantage.
Its super ingredient kills fleas even before they bite. And it's water resistant. Advantage. Now that's advanced pet care.
Huggies pull-ups are specifically designed with learning signals for toilet training. Unlike nappy pants, they have a wetness liner that helps kids understand wet from dry, while being thinner and less bulky to help them graduate to real undies.
I'm a big kid now.
Nobody gets you on your way like the NRMA. Call NRMA for HELP.
Here's your list.
Looking for a tradie to save your bacon?
Good.
Calling all tradies. Have you listed your business on the Builder app? Find a tradie, find a supplier. The only tool you need. The Builder app. Sorted.
Curtain Wonderland's biggest ever spring sale. Tash faux silk eyelets only $19.95 each. Ready-made blinds from $19.95. Eyelets only $14.95. Decorator cushions from $7.95. Save up to 60% during Curtain Wonderland's biggest ever spring sale on now.
With 20% off cosmetics, skincare, sun care and tanning this Tuesday and Wednesday on these fabulous brands and loads more. Paying less makes Priceline the fairest of them all. Last stock last, brands available at selected stores.
Get connected at Choice Lane and get $100 bonus cash. Just connect any phone to a 24-month Optus plan at Choices, get an awesome phone deal and $100 bonus cash. But be quick, Choice Lane's Optus bonus cash offer cannot last.
Just me.
She's venomous.
She can go off like that.
And once she bites, you better watch out.
You're done.
New Survivor. Tuesday 10:30 on NBN.
Coming up in NBN News, tributes for the latest Aussie soldier killed in Afghanistan. The baby bonus slashed in federal budget cuts. Casey Stoner back on the podium in the MotoGP, and colourful creations take off in China.
Somebody trying to tell me something? You're a weight loss consultant, Jenny Craig. Everyone's dropping the foot around here. From Melbourne, Eastern Victoria, Jenny Craig.
Yeah.
They do great things.
Well, I hope we do.
You've got a bit of a New Zealand twang there.
Oh, just a little.
Yeah, we've got New Zealanders, we've got everybody happening here today. Tell me about this, you're riding a bike and a sparrow flew into you now.
Yeah, I did. I was riding to school with my girlfriend Kathy, and we were talking. There's girls I want to do. And
Is that Kathy up there?
It is indeed.
Hello,
Yeah.
Kathy, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Eddie?
Good. Yeah, whereabouts was this in New Zealand?
Yeah, in Christchurch in New Zealand. So riding along, tap, 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 as you do, and next minute, bam, and just like that.
Yeah.
Straight in there.
There's a sparrow. What did you do, Kathy?
That fell off the bike last.
Fair enough. All right, come on, Claire, let's go. We need you to get this one right. Sally Fitzgibbons is an Australian champion of which water sport? Swimming, surfing, diving, rowing?
Okay. I'm going to go with some really flawed logic because I don't know the question, and I'm going to go with Celine is a little bit obvious. I do know of a few surfers and her name hasn't popped up, so I think I'm going to go with rowing for no reason other than that.
Final answer?
It is indeed. Lock in deep.
Locked in, clear. I'll give you the answer right after this. Searching my pages now, sir. I'll connect you and text through the details. Booyah! Texted straight through. No need to write the number down. Au revoir, pens!
Great work, Sock. Texting is perfect for Telstra customers on the move.
Oops. For answers on the move, call or text 1234.
Cruster's huge spring sale is on now with massive savings on blinds, curtains, shutters and awnings. For a free in-home measure and quote, visit the Cruster website or call Cruster now on 133 096.
Why? They White Maitland. A modern approach creates more connections and more opportunities for you. And with the support of Australia's largest real estate super group, selling your home and managing your investment property is simple.
Here's your list.
Looking for a tradie to save your bacon?
Good.
Calling all tradies. Have you listed your business on the Builder app? Find a tradie, find a supplier. The only tool you need. The Builder app. Sorted.
Research suggests a dose of fish oil needed to help with the joint inflammation associated with arthritis is 2.7 grams of omega-3 daily. So how do you get 2.7 grams of omega-3? You could eat 1.23 kilos of snapper, eat 1.1 kilos of canned tuna, or take 9 standard fish oil capsules every day. Or just take 1 teaspoon of ethical nutrients high-strength liquid fish oil in a fruit punch or fresh mint flavour. It's easy to take.
Get set for summer at Soul Pattinson Chemist. Great value on everyday beauty products, including Latan, fast tan variants, $8.95 each. Bio oil, 60ml, $10.95. Update your skincare routine with L'Oreal Revitalift Total Repair Range. 3 for the price of 2. Plus, for your chance to win a trip to New York, simply purchase any product from the Nivea Sun or Nivea Body range and scan your Soul Plus rewards card. Soul Pattinson Chemist, your way to better health.
Your eyes and your vision are precious, and these days it's hard to know who to trust with them. Over 50,000 local people have put their trust in Hunter Discount Specs for over 25 years. Have a look around, then come and see Hunter Discount Specs for some of the best value eye care. It's the Horton's 30th birthday sale, but you're getting all the gifts. Until the 29th of October, get 30% off lounges, Lazyboy recliners, dining, bedding, occasional and much more. Hurry into Thornton and Katara and help us celebrate.
Hollywood's Marissa Tomei. What family tragedy runs behind the spotlight?
He was murdered.
Who do you think you are? Wednesday.
Welcome back to the Millionaire Hot Seat. All right, come on, Claire, let's go. Sally Fitzgibbons is an Australian champion of which water sport? You're locked in rowing. Claire Winnett at surfing. She's 21 from New South Wales, won the 2012 Rip Curl Pro at Fells Beach earlier this year in April. Sorry, Claire.
It's okay.
Good on you. Thanks for being part of the show. Good on you. Guys, the teachers, you've got 8-month-old Charlotte, and Chris wants to be a school principal one day. All right, let's find out what's happening around the world as far as the news is concerned. We'll come back and play for $50,000.
Thanks, Eddie. Coming up in NBN News, tributes for the latest Aussie soldier killed in Afghanistan, the baby bonus slashed in federal budget cuts, Casey Stoner back on the podium in the MotoGP, and colourful creations take off in China. That's next.
Actually, I saw the
original Pac-Man, but I can't remember who made it. I think it's definitely not Sony. I don't think it's Atari. I don't think it's Nintendo. Oh, it could be Nintendo. $1,000 already.
No, that can't get this wrong. Once you win 50. What do you think? Council?
I'm thinking it's between Namco and Nintendo.
You have 10 seconds.
And I reckon let's lock in Nintendo. Nintendo.
5 seconds. Quick,
Let's
Tommy.
lock in Nintendo.
Locked in. Ah, Chris. Mate, you went. It's not Atari, it's not Sony, it's not Nintendo. It's Namco.
Talk myself out of it. You told me not to.
I told you, just there, don't talk yourself out of it, mate. You had it. Anyway, hey, you've won $1,000. There you go. Stay with us.
Tonight on NBN, all new Big Brother nominations, followed by Simon Baker in The Mentalist, then all new Person of Interest. NBN News with Natasha Beyersdorf and Paul Lobb.
Tonight, an Australian Special Forces soldier in Afghanistan falls victim to a roadside bomb.
The baby bonus wound back as the government slashes $16 billion in spending.
And a V8 fan killed in a Gold Coast balcony fall.
Good evening. Also tonight, the kangaroo that kept airport staff on the hop.
A 24-year-old Australian Special Forces soldier has been killed by a bomb in Afghanistan. He is the 39th digger to die in the conflict and the 7th this year.
Australian diggers searching for weapons and bombs in Uruzgan. Last night, a special operations soldier was on a similar mission when an improvised explosive device was triggered. He died instantly.
His commanding officer described him as an exceptional soldier who will be remembered as genuine, honest and dedicated.
The Prime Minister was in Afghanistan a week ago. She says morale is still good despite the recent deaths.
I offer my most sincere condolences to the family and friends of this young man. My thoughts are with them. My very loving thoughts are with them.
AEDs are responsible for a third of Australian deaths in Afghanistan. If our troops are lucky, they'll get a tip-off from locals about the location, and then they can be safely detonated. They are hidden in doorways and even buried under bitumen roads.
It's one of the terrible and tragic hazards and risks and consequences of our engagement in Afghanistan.
The Army is reluctant to release any more details about the soldier and the manner in which he died because the mission he was on is still taking place. As for the government, the same message issued after every soldier's death. The war in Afghanistan is in Australia's national interest. Mark Furrows, NBN News.
The federal government will cut the baby bonus and rein in the health insurance rebate so it can produce its promised budget surplus this financial year. The measures are included in a $16 billion savings program, made necessary by lower commodity prices and falling tax revenue.
It was a Treasury first, Wayne Swan using Twitter this morning to reveal the key point in his mini-budget half an hour before the official announcement. Mid-year review will show surplus of around $1 billion this year, rising to over $6 billion by the end of the forward estimates. The exact surplus figure is $1.1 billion, $400 million down on the estimate in the May budget.
The incredible shrinking budget surplus.
This is where the Treasurer starts saving the money to keep his promise. Baby bonus payments for second and subsequent children slashed from $5,000 to $3,000.
After the first child, you've already bought the cot, the pram and the other items that you can use again.
Families are suffering so that the government can look better.
Another target, private health insurance rebates, with indexation changes saving $710 million over 4 years.
This policy change helps to move the private health insurance rebate from one of our fastest growing areas of health expenditure onto a much more sustainable footing.
Mr Swan announced total savings of $16.4 billion over 4 years, made necessary by a $20 billion drop in expected tax receipts, $4 billion of that in this financial year.
Returning to surplus is still appropriate given current economic conditions.
The Treasurer forecast unemployment to remain at 5.5% by the end of 2012-13, with economic growth to be 3% in both this financial year and next, a quarter of a percentage point down on the budget estimate. But there was scepticism among economists about whether he'll make his target.
There are some genuine savings there, but they're not big, and they're probably not big enough to get us back into surplus.
Mr Swan's key political argument for the spending cuts and extra charges is that such fiscal discipline gives the Reserve Bank more room to cut interest rates. Laurie Yates, NBN News.
They knew this day would come, but for workers at Hydro's Curry smelter, the last day of production was still emotional. The company announced the closure of its aluminium plant in May at a cost of more than 400 jobs.
The day 40 years of aluminium production came to an end.
Sad to see the plant end up in the situation it's in.
It was a far cry from a full house on the Curry smelter's final day of operation. The car park deserted. Workers have been preparing for this for months. Hydro announced the closure of the plant in May, arguing it was no longer financially viable.
We're putting the plant into a mothball mode, I guess in some hope that those situations turn around.
More than 400 Hunter jobs gone. 145 of those employees have found work.
I'm staying as an electrician on the site for the care and maintenance team.
Are you one of the lucky ones?
I think so, at this stage.
But most haven't been so fortunate. 276 former employees are still looking for work, and many are worried a downturn in the mining industry will worsen their chances.
They were finding work quite readily, and then in the last sort of month or so we've seen that slow down quite significantly.
Definitely devastating for me in the fact that I have 8 children, and 7 at home under 16, and I didn't think this would happen, and I thought, okay, I've been here 27 years, and I've got a fairly good redundancy, but we're eating into it like crazy.
Hydro says the land could eventually lend itself to commercial development, but others hope that one day the site will be returned to its former glory. Never say never.
Yeah, that's the attitude that we're taking.
Stephanie Jeans, NBN News.
New South Wales Health says higher than normal cancer rates among Port Waratah Coal Services workers is most likely due to chance. A study by the University of Newcastle found staff at the company's Kooragang Island site were up to 2 or 3 times more likely to be diagnosed with cancer than the national average. The health department now says the cancers included in the study were unrelated, and therefore their occurrence was likely to be coincidental. It also says because the disease is relatively common, clusters can occur within small populations.
A federal government minister has been bombarded with questions during a forum in Newcastle over the National Disability Insurance Scheme. While many agree the scheme is a positive move, there are fears there may not be enough money to really tackle the problem.
For many here, it's been a long wait. These faces now filled with hope.
The mother of a 16-year-old with a disability and on the right of a husband with a disability. My name's Joseph.
Altogether, 10,000 people in the Hunter qualify for what's being called the solution. But the National Disability Insurance Scheme has left many with questions.
What this sounds like? We're trying really hard not to be pessimistic.
Yes, it is a complex piece of work, but we are certainly doing it. We need an NDIS because the current system simply isn't working.
With a $330 million trial set to be rolled out in the Hunter from next July, Melanie Shager is hoping she'll be one of the initial recipients. Do you think there's going to be a lot of heartbreak here?
Absolutely.
The Brodies are among those who believe the government's pockets won't be deep enough. Their son Ben lives in an aged care home.
I don't like him in an aged care facility, but we have no choice. There is no place for people like them.
That's what the agency will be doing when they come here in a couple of weeks' time, to look at what is available, what the need is, and then make some decisions about what may be required.
There should be no excuse for leaving anybody behind.
Nat Wallace, NBN News.
Safe Safety and increased traffic are among the main concerns residents have with plans for a $5 million upgrade of Maitland Private Hospital. The proposal for a 25-bed medical and mental health ward will go before council tomorrow night. The Joint Regional Planning Panel will have the final say.
Plans to give Cessnock a makeover have been revealed. The council has released its CBD master plan, which will go on public display this week.
When it comes to appearances, some say the wine country capital needs a little work. Do you think Cessnock needs a bit of a spruce up?
Definitely, yes, it definitely does.
Council thinks so too, unveiling plans to upgrade the CBD.
It looks beautiful now, we're just going to improve it.
The master plan would see Cessnock transformed to become more pedestrian and cyclist friendly. Vincent Street will be made over and historic buildings refurbished, all in a bid to lure more visitors.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good because it has been pretty quiet up here.
We have a problem at the moment where people tend to drive straight through Vincent Street and go to the vineyards. So we need something here in the main street which will make those people stop.
And Cessnock's less than attractive open stormwater drain would also get a new look.
That'll require some cooperation with Hunter Water.
But the grand plans don't have everyone convinced.
Council can have a lot of plans, but without the money to actually do it, they're just plans.
Well, that's the big question. We will be looking for some income out of council's funds, but we'll also be looking for support from higher levels of government.
The public will be able to comment on the master plan through council's website from Wednesday. Stephanie James, NBN News.
Newcastle Council will tomorrow night vote on whether to bring back the show public holiday. The day off was dropped after small businesses raised concerns about the impact of penalty rates. This year, show patronage on the Friday was down by 9,000 people. If the move gets the green light, Council will write to the Industrial Relations Minister to have the holiday reinstated in 2013.
Still to come tonight, workers injured by a wall collapse.
When we first used the Active Park Assist, it was so tempting just to grab the wheel and try and take control. Hands off the steering wheel. Active Park completed.
Jenny, I am ready. I've gained a lot of weight. I did it, thanks to Jenny.
Jenny Craig didn't change my life. They have saved my life.
I was fit and I was fed. My whole outlook on life has changed. Don't give up. Everything's so much easier.
I've had a huge amount more energy.
Don't lose the fun, lose the weight. Join the thousands of people who are getting the help they need to get summer ready. Call Jenny now. You'll love yourself for it later.
Jaco Newcastle's incredible October event sale with massive savings on selected clearance products, plus amazing deals on all pre-owned caravans and sensational deals on all brand new Jaco vans this weekend at Jaco Newcastle Pacific Highway Hexham.
Solar Newcastle extends our Solar Saver package, available on 2 kilowatt or above power systems booked in by October 31. The Solar Saver package includes bonus LED lighting and 2 free extra 250 watt panels. Solar Newcastle, helping you fight rising power bills.
Don't get hit by off-the-planet car insurance premiums. By cutting out the costly features offered by others, Bingle saves you with car insurance from just $1.15 a day. Get a quote at bingle.com.au.
I lost the weight with Jenny and it was easy. Thanks to Jenny Craig, I now have the knowledge to make sure I look good and feel good this year, and next year and the year after that. Save up to 20% with Jenny's 12-week commitment program. Call Jenny now.
A V8 supercar fan has plummeted at least 6 stories to his death from a luxury Gold Coast high-rise. The tragedy played out before onlookers, but exactly what prompted it remains unclear.
Police rushed to the Peppers apartment tower to find 23-year-old Jordan Balo dangling from a balcony. A witness, too distraught to speak on camera, described the furor that followed as onlookers urged him to climb back over. He tried but failed. grabbed hold of that balcony, but it was too late.
And all of a sudden he fell. It was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Something I would never want to see in my life. A young life lost like that.
The Brisbane apprentice had been on the coast for the V8s and was only staying at Pepper's that one night. Police are investigating whether he'd been trying to climb down the balconies, if there was anyone chasing him, and whether he'd been affected by drugs.
It's a tragedy. Can't believe it happened.
Such a young life just took on. Terrible. Can't believe it. And there's too many times you're hearing of these things.
Carrie-Anne Greenbank, NBN News.
2 workers were injured when a brick wall collapsed at a construction site at Bonnyrigg in Sydney's west. Firefighters were called in to help rescue the men, aged 28 and 69, from the roof of the building. They were taken to hospital suffering leg injuries.
A couple has escaped a massive fire that destroyed a Sydney home. Strong wind quickly made a bad situation worse, forcing neighbouring properties to be evacuated.
Flames tear through the Auburn home. Thick black smoke making the job anything but straightforward for fire crews. Then there were the exploding electrical wires to contend with. From the air, it was clear just how ferocious the blaze was. Most of the roof collapsing under the intense heat.
It's dropped into all the, probably every room in the house, so there's a lot of fire damage, a lot of smoke and a lot of water damage.
Distressed neighbours were evacuated as the homeowners looked on at what was left.
I just see the smoke. Just see the smoke, so I ring that fire brigade.
At one point, the house next door was also under threat. Strong winds fanning the blaze directly towards the home. It was the hard work of fire crews that stopped it from going up as well.
It's a huge fire with a big thick smoke, and of course, it is a really scary moment.
The home was totally gutted, but the couple are insured. Jessica Rich, NBN News.
Police have foiled an armed robbery in an operation that ended in a crash at the University of New South Wales in Sydney. 2 men were arrested, but another 2 are on the run.
There was just police and a car had sort of just crashed. There was just 2 tactical police standing over a guy in a orange vest, handcuffed.
3 handguns were found. The arrested men were charged and are due to face court tomorrow.
Streets in Bankstown in Sydney were in lockdown after residents reported hearing gunfire just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Police searched the area but couldn't find any damage, and there had been no reports of injuries.
A Muslim man has described the pain and terror of being whipped 40 times in his Sydney apartment. Christian Martinez was allegedly lashed with an electric cable for drinking alcohol, something banned under Sharia law.
Surrounded by police, Christian Martinez walks into court to face 4 men with whom he once shared a faith for which he would pay a painful price. Today, they are on opposite sides of the courtroom. Martinez claiming he was held down on his bed at his Silverwater apartment by Zachariah Rad, Tolga Sifsi and Sengiz Koskan, then flogged by Wasim Fayad, who allegedly lashed him 40 times with an electrical cable. A convert to a conservative branch of Islam, Martinez told the court Fayad was his spiritual leader. After the first 20 lashes, Martinez said he was vomiting and begging, "Please, brother, no more," but was told by Fayad that Allah is taking all of the impurity out of your body. Fayad also told him, "If I don't finish your punishment, I'll be punished." The hearing continues tomorrow.
Taronga zookeeper Lucy Mello remains in a critical but stable condition in hospital after being crushed by a young elephant during a routine washing session. 2-year-old Patti Han is still in the paddock with the rest of the elephants.
Ahead in the news tonight, while the New South Wales capital is facing a naval invasion.
And airport authorities contend with a non-flying kangaroo.
I do traffic sports for radio stations, and when I got the job, they said, how much do you weigh? Because they need to know for the chopper. It was the first time in my life I was happy to say my weight, and I said, I'm 58 kilos. I would never have lost weight without Light and Easy, ever. I love how it's organised. I love how it's all done for me. I just eat my food, play with my kids, and it's done. You can live life, really. Just getting dressed for a night out, and I put on a dress, and it fits. It looks good. I love it. I know it's a cliche, but Light and Easy has changed my life.
Why have people fallen in love with the Mazda 3? Is it the way it looks? Or maybe the way it drives? Is it features like Bluetooth now included across the range, sat-nav, climate control, Bose audio, sunroof and 5-star safety? Or is it the great value range everyone loves? Mazda 3, starting at just $29.90 to drive away, it's a lot to love.
Digital retinal photography is a powerful tool that helps optometrists like me detect serious eye conditions, including glaucoma and macular degeneration. At Specsavers, we believe Australians deserve access to this advanced technology, which is why, unlike some optometrists, we don't charge extra for it.
A dark spot found on my retina turned out to be a melanoma. I know how important regular eye tests are.
So don't put it off. Book an eye test today. Here we go. Break the oven on the barbie.
With Leonard's new chow grill, with chicken and your home cooking, a weeknight chicken dinner is a winner. Leonard's Chicken. Let's make something special.
Have you stopped taking your cholesterol-lowering medication? You could be at risk of a heart attack or a stroke. Don't leave it too late. Make an appointment today to go back to your doctor.
If you're looking to find what's new underfoot, the latest trends in carpet, timber, vinyl, laminate and more, then look no further than Choices Spring Catalogue. The floor you've been searching for now at Choices.
Well, I never would have lost weight without Light and Easy, ever. I've never seen something work so well. It's easy to order, it arrives at your doorstep, it's affordable and it tastes great. Why wouldn't you? Call 13 15 12 or visit lightandeasy.com.au.
Tonight on NBN, all new Big Brother nominations, followed by Simon Baker in The Mentalist, then all new Person of Interest.
We catch up the footy manager shamelessly living it up.
How was your holiday?
I didn't have a holiday. After gutting this quadriplegic man of millions. A current affair tonight.
A grandmother has pleaded guilty to the manslaughter of a young girl whose body was buried in the 73-year-old's backyard. Patricia Goddard's daughter is also charged over the death and is preparing to face trial, but today she was released from prison.
Leaving her mother behind in jail, Tracy Taylor walks free. Taylor, how does it feel? On bail after more than 18 months behind bars, charged with being an accessory after the fact in Louise O'Brien's death.
She is not guilty of the things that she's been charged with.
Today, Taylor's mother, 73-year-old Patricia Goddard, pleaded guilty to manslaughter. The grandmother admits the young girl was struck in the head, probably with a hammer, and that she simply watched her die.
The developments today with Ms Goddard were unexpected. They are, though, not surprising.
Louise O'Brien's body was found in a wheelie bin 2 years after she'd been buried in the backyard of Goddard's Wollongong home. The teenager was living with the accused after becoming estranged from her family in Blacktown.
If I could only see you and feel your touch.
Today, Louise's mother had no comment. Daughter, how are you feeling about the result? In a twist, Goddard will be called as a witness in her daughter's trial and is expected to give evidence against her, claiming Taylor helped to cover up the teenager's death. The 73-year-old's sentence will depend on whether her solicitor can prove she was suffering dementia when Louise was killed. Dimity Clancy, NBN News.
Police are looking for two men who broke into a home at Auburn in Sydney in the middle of the night, assaulting a woman who was sleeping inside. They ransacked the house before fleeing. The woman was treated for minor injuries. Police believe it was a random attack.
A confused kangaroo has caused a flap at Melbourne Airport. It tried to avoid capture after bounding into a multi-level car park. The surprise visitor catching officials and wildlife rescuers on the hop.
Peeking out from her now safe surroundings, the high-flying marsupials relax nature belies her stressful ordeal.
When looking at the front legs, that's a sign of stress.
Just hours earlier, the 2.5-year-old Eastern Grey found herself on level 5 of the airport's multi-storey car park. Within minutes, security staff cordoned off the area, while a volunteer from Wildlife Victoria sedated the confused animals.
Very, very frightened. Yeah. Just kept going and going, and the toenails are worn down from being on the concrete.
Besides her toenails, the kangaroo fortunately escaped serious injury.
It appears to be okay, but we won't know, perhaps for a few days, exactly how it is.
The airport backs onto the historic Woodlands Park, which is home to more than 100 Eastern Greys. It's believed that's where the young kangaroos come from.
Incidences of a kangaroo in the car park or on the land side of the airport, maybe once every couple of years we might have an issue, but happy to see today's situation's been resolved.
Wildlife carers will now monitor the jet setter for signs of delayed stress, with the aim of releasing her back into the wild.
It's been described as an anti-aging tonic, giving thousands of baby boomers new vitality. More and more men are turning to testosterone injections. The hormone makes them feel younger, but experts are warning of dangerous side effects.
It's what makes men, men. But after 40, the level of testosterone in males falls 1% each year. Ian Young dropped so low in testosterone, functioning normally was almost impossible.
The doctors and GPs were really saying, no, you just, live with it, you've got a low immune system, you're lethargic, that's sort of who and what you are.
That was until he stumbled upon testosterone therapy, a lozenge he places between his cheek and gums each day.
I really forgot what it was like. Better appetite, I sleep better, I'm not tired anymore.
In the US, it's touted as the elixir of youth, a weight loss treatment, an anti-aging tonic for baby boomers, the cure for grumpy man syndrome or male menopause.
You might have a treatable condition called low testosterone or low T.
57-year-old Chris Running, who injects testosterone twice a week, says it's been a game changer.
And honestly, I like looking at myself in the mirror because I look frickin' awesome.
But here, there are other concerns. The desire to be ripped, toned and virile are driving men without a testosterone deficiency to pump up their levels.
If it's taken without the medical need, the side effects can be deadly. Blood clots, liver damage and prostate cancer, and not all the research has been done.
We need to stick with what we know. Going outside what we know to be factual and to be safe and effective is probably not the way to go.
It's not cheap. Testosterone therapy costs around $1,000 a year.
One of the oldest and most respected hospitals in New South Wales has come a long way. Sydney's Royal North Shore has been reborn in a colourful and modern makeover.
Welcome to the hospital every public patient dreams of. Royal North Shore's history goes back more than a century, when operations looked like this, and the nursery even had fake flowers. Fast forward half a century to the brown bricks that will soon be a thing of the past.
Look, I think people should rejoice about having an environment like this. It's a very difficult time in the lives of people, but they deserve the best, and this is it.
Cancer patients are the first to shift buildings to an area 4 times as big, and that's something noticed by Beryl Irvine from West Ryde.
Beforehand, we were all squashed in a lot more.
The redevelopment cost $1.1 billion. No decision yet if the old hospital will be knocked down.
It was a marathon 24 hours to make this happen, but we are here and everyone's really positive. Sherry's very comfortable. But the most important thing is the nursing staff who make the whole experience, more pleasurable.
This is the entrance for the brand new Royal North Shore Hospital. Now, 4,000 more staff up to move from the old brown building, plus around 800 patients. And that's a lot of moving by early December. Kevin Wild, NBN News.
To finance now, and it wasn't a good day for some of our biggest sectors, with declines across the board. Resources were hardest hit, with energy, metals and mining stocks all down. 3 of the big 4 banks were also caught up in what the experts say is a lack of investor confidence. GrainCorp was the best performing stock, rising $3.45 to $12.30. The grain handler climbed after it emerged from a trading halt, saying it's reviewing a takeover offer. And it was a bad day for the Australian dollar, which is trading poorer against all the major currencies.
The Navy has revealed preparations for a bumper celebration next year. It'll mark the 100th anniversary of the moment the country's fleet sailed into Sydney for the first time. The harbour will host a Navy spectacle called the International Fleet Review, featuring 40 warships from 20 nations, as well as 12 historic tall ships. And no doubt 10,000 visiting sailors will also be warmly welcomed.
Now to Gavin Morris for a quick look at our weather. And Gav, we've really had to batten down the hatches this evening.
Yes, that's right. A classic southerly buster has tore its way up the coast, arriving in southeast Queensland. It moved through the Greater Hunter just before lunchtime. Peak wind gusts at Nora Head and Nobby's Head have been up around 80 to 95 kilometres an hour. It's also just pushing all that hot air back in across the interior, so nice and cool throughout tomorrow during the next 24 hours, but it won't be long until that heat returns once again. So there it is on the satellite image, all that cloud building up towards Coffs along the coast, and we're going to see an intense little low form, so increased swell, some pretty strong winds overnight and throughout tomorrow, then settling quickly. Those northerlies will drag that heat back into play by the time we get to Thursday. Your local details later in the bulletin.
All right, thanks, Gav.
Also ahead tonight, go fly a kite. Spectacular scenes in the sky over China.
But after the break, a deadly mass shooting at a US spa.
And in sport with Michael Bitt, why Dave Taylor left the Rabbitt.
Now you can apply sunscreen to your kids' wet skin. New Neutrogena Wet Skin with Helioflex. The first sunscreen in Australia designed to be applied directly to wet skin. Traditional sunscreen can drip and whiten. Neutrogena Wet Skin Kids cuts through water, forms a broad spectrum protective layer. With Wet Skin Kids, your kids have the highest sun protection. Try new Wet Skin sunscreen for adults too. Neutrogena.
iCare Plus has experienced optometrists who will take the time needed to give you a really thorough examination called Checkup Plus. A checkup plus so much more. Why go anywhere else? iCare Plus. Experience, not expensive.
Crumfest 2012 is back. 3 huge days of rock and roll, retro markets, plus classic American cars, a massive show and shine on a Sunday, and much more. Crumfest, the Entrance Memorial Park, October 26 to 28, presented by the Entrance Town Centre Management and California Cruising Inc.
Showcase Jewelers has one of the widest range of wedding rings. Purchase yours before the end of October and you'll begin to win a dream honeymoon in Fiji. Flights and 5 luxurious nights at the Hilton Fiji Beach Resort and Spa. Come in and see us or visit us online.
For great entertainment, dining, fitness and more, your West card is your key. And now it's also your key to win. Join or renew your West membership before November 30 and you could win a brand new Nissan Micra. Unlock all the benefits of being a West member. Sign up or renew today at West New Lambton, Mayfield or Nelson Bay Diggers. Your West card is your key to win.
Police are being urged to trial a new American technology which could eliminate the need for high-speed chases. The family of an innocent driver killed during a pursuit says the tracking device would save lives.
It was a crash that claimed 2 lives and left another in pieces.
It was like my soul is melting inside out for the rest of my life.
Rhiannon Gavin was the only survivor. Her husband Jason and the driver of the other car were both killed. The crash was the end result of a speeding driver's desperate attempts to outrun police.
I don't remember much of the accident. Just flashback.
Now, new technology out of the US promises to make high-speed pursuits a thing of the past.
It's a much safer way to do business.
It's called Star Chase. A GPS tag is fired from a police car, which then sticks to the back of a fleeing vehicle. Officers can then back off and track the car on a computer, removing the need to chase.
I can control it pretty easily without even having to look down very much.
This year alone, 6 people have died in Victoria as a result of experts say Star Chase could be the answer.
I think it's got lots of benefits. I think the police need to investigate it. They need to look at it in Australian context.
As part of a review into the Force's pursuit policy, Star Chase was considered, but the technology hasn't been adopted here yet because of what Victoria Police says is a number of issues, including risks to other road users. But for Rhiannon and Gavin, anything's better than the current system.
I think it's a step in the right direction because it's going to save a lot of lives.
A gunman has killed 3 women and injured 4 more in Wisconsin in the United States. It's believed the 45-year-old was targeting his estranged wife at the spa where she works.
What started out like any other quiet Sunday morning in suburban Milwaukee, within minutes turned deadly. 11 a.m., the Azana Spa inside the mall in Brookfield, Wisconsin had just opened for the day. Customers already filing in for pedicures and manicures when a man entered the store and began shooting. Frantic spa customers, some in robes, others barefoot, scrambled to get out, running out the door, pounding on cars, screaming for help.
We saw some woman crawl out of the front door and roll down the hill.
3 people were killed and 4 injured. The suspected gunman, 45-year-old Radcliffe Houghton, also found dead inside the spa. Late this afternoon, a bomb squad surrounded Houghton's home after finding an explosive device inside the spa. Brookfield, a town of just 38,000, has had to cope with this kind of tragedy before. In 2005, a shooting at a church service inside a hotel here left 7 people dead. And just 25 miles away, 6 people were killed in August after a gunman stormed the Sikh temple in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Back in Brookfield, this tiny community now trying to make sense of another tragedy.
He's stepped out to receive an award for his humanitarian efforts, but George Clooney could soon be going to the aid of Silvio Berlusconi. The Hollywood star, who spends a lot of time in Italy, has been called to testify in the trial of the country's former Prime Minister, who's accused of paying an underage girl for sex.
Fans have lined the red carpet in Sydney for a glimpse of teen heartthrob Robert Pattinson. The Twilight star is in Australia for a special screening of scenes from his new film, Breaking Dawn Part 2, for 100 lucky competition winners. The final instalment of the franchise opens in Australia on November 15. All right. Not sure where I'm up to with Breaking Dawn. Which one is it? Let's turn to sport.
Michael Bits here. Thanks, Paul. Dave Taylor completed his most controversial NRL season yet by walking out on the Rabbitohs. Now, for the first time, the Origin star and his wife have explained why they left South Sydney for the Titans.
He's the one that got away from the Rabbits. Big Dave Taylor is a real catch for the Titans. Until now, Taylor has stayed quiet about the reasons he walked out on South. Cash had nothing to do with it.
I actually took less money to come here than stay at South, so it wasn't about the money.
In part, it was about the lifestyle. Agile for a giant on the land, he can balance in the water as well. The move was really about family. With cousins on the Gold Coast, the couple's kids made the decision to shift an easy one.
It was hard every time we'd get back to Sydney and they'd be crying every night, asking just to hop back on the plane and go see him again. It's just hard to tell them no.
Taylor's critics say his move north will be the end of him. Fitness is the key for the wrecking ball, and surfing isn't enough to keep him trim. His board shorts don't lie.
We've gone through about 3 pairs surfing the last week, I think. You really need to get back into pre-surfing.
It was the first day on the job for New Eels boss Ken Edwards. Turning the club around will be one challenge. There are others ahead. Re-signing Jared Hayne is his priority.
He's one of the most exciting players in the competition. He's someone who brings people to the game and excites us, and we all talk about Jared and the way he can play the game. So he's an important part of the future.
Danny Weidler, NBN News.
French galloper Dunedin will have to do what no horse has done for more than 4 decades if he's to win back-to-back Melbourne Cup. Today he was handed a 1 kilogram weight penalty following Saturday's Caulfield Cup win and will now have to carry 59 kilos on the first Tuesday in November. The last horse to win the race that stops the nation with 59 kilos or more was Rain Lover in 1969. Meanwhile, trainer David Hayes chalked up another milestone today, his 50th birthday. While Hayes has achieved plenty in those years, his pride and joy might just be his sprawling training base in the bush.
In the 1870s, it was Ned Kelly who roamed these hills around Euroa. Nowadays, a
another, less infamous horseman calls these parts home.
Yeah, it's been now 2.5 years in the making.
David Hayes' state-of-the-art training complex houses around 120 horses, cared for by a staff of 60. Never too far away, though, reminders of the man who began this racing dynasty, the late C.S. Hayes.
When I shut the original Lindsay Park down, I tried to take all the lovely memories and bring them here. And we've named most of the paddocks after the Lindsay Park greats.
After 22 years of training, Hayes remains a favourite with punters, although today he was a 50-to-1 shot. Reaching the half-century prompted Hayes to have a routine half-check last Friday, which he passed with flying colours. Again, Dad's gentle influence was there.
My dad had his quadruple heart bypass at 50, and he had his 30 best years of training after the heart bypass. So, really, they do say life starts at 50.
With the Melbourne Cup and Oaks on his radar, Hayes might just be ready to spring a surprise or two. He compares stables to football clubs.
I think I'd be very Kevin Shee at the moment. He's got a great team of young players that are probably a bit immature to play big time.
While there was cause for celebration today, the real icing on the cake is yet to come.
Talk about beating the odds. Golfer Tommy Gainey made bookmakers blush in the US overnight by storming the victory at a PGA Tour event. The American started the day at 1,000-to-1 chance of winning, but charted 8 birdies to finish with a final round 60. A nerve-wracking 2.5-hour clubhouse wait followed before Gainey was crowned champion. Coming up, another near-miss for Sam Stosur. And Casey Stoner weathers the storm at CPAC.
Now you can apply sunscreen to your kids' wet skin. New Neutrogena Wet Skin Kids. Traditional sunscreen can drip and whiten. Neutrogena Wet Skin cuts through water, forms a broad-spectrum layer for the highest sun protection. Wet Skin Neutrogena.
Introducing the new Look RX from Lexus. With looks to stir the heart and performance to stir the soul. A bold new feeling has arrived. The new Look RX from Lexus.
Have you stopped taking your cholesterol-lowering medication? You could be at risk of a heart attack or a stroke. Don't leave it too late. Make an appointment today to go back to your doctor.
You wouldn't go to a builder to fix a broken leg, so why go anywhere else for a home loan except the experts? Newcastle Permanent. Take our home loan challenge today. We've beaten the big four banks time and time again. So if your home loan's with one of them, meet our home loan experts before the end of October and show us your rate. If we can't beat it, we'll give you a $200 account. See how much you could save. Take the home loan challenge today at Newcastle Permanent. KFC's Crispy Rods Dinner.
It is said that time brings roses, and this time it's bringing hundreds of thousands of heavenly roses in full bloom at this year's Hunter Valley Gardens Rose Spectacular, a sensory explosion of roses not to be missed. Join us for daily talks, tours and demonstrations, and learn all about roses from the HBG experts. It's the Rose Spectacular at Hunter Valley Gardens. For all the details and express entry tickets, go to hbg.com.au.
Are you an employer considering taking on an apprentice or trainee, or someone wanting to learn a trade or new work skills? As Australia's largest and most established group trainer, Hunter Valley Training Company has a solid record of success. We take care of time-consuming details and many other costs. Over 85% of our employees complete their qualifications, so it's no surprise we're trusted by leading Australian companies. Hunter Valley Training Company works for you.
Tonight's Sports Report brought to you by Bob Jane T-Mart. We'll look after you.
Casey Stoner has admitted he almost opted out of the wet Malaysian MotoGP for fear of re-injuring his leg. Instead, the Aussie showed plenty of guts to finish third in a race where staying upright was a victory in itself.
Staring down the gauntlet, the riders knew there was potential trouble at every turn. The track was wet, visibility low, and if things went wrong as they did for Ben Spies, no time to react. Jax coming into turn 7 and 8. Oh. There was a rush to get the bike back upright, but Spies had to wait his turn. On the track, it was a Spanish duel, as has become the norm. Danny Pedrosa passed Jorge Lorenzo, a brave move in the conditions.
He gets up the inside wall. What a manoeuvre in the wet by Danny Pedrosa.
The term slipstream took on new meaning at Sepang. Carl Crutchlow crashed out, but even walking away from the gravel trap wasn't without its dangers. No one had full control of their machine. It was a dangerous game of slip and slide, followed by a few tumbles. The field was getting smaller by the minute. They were hanging on for survival. Casey Stoner was third behind the leaders, but it was difficult for him to get a grip.
At the start of the race, I had absolutely no confidence. I haven't ridden in the wet in a long time, and so I was just trying to keep myself ahead of people, braking late, trying to get nice, clean exits.
Stoner did well considering his recent injuries. There were competitors picking up new ones all around him. Second place Lorenzo pleaded for it to be called off. He clearly wasn't comfortable.
He's going to hang on to it as he high Lorenzo.
Enough was enough. The race had to be abandoned. Pedrosa declared the winner. Stoner was third.
I highly considered not doing the race today at all. With the foot injury the way I have it at the moment, it's so easy to crash.
The teams will be happy to leave the tropics and head to New Delhi next week. That's Hammerly, NBN News.
Samantha Souza looks like going through 2012 winless, beaten by Caroline Wozniacki in the final of the Kremlin Cup in Moscow. The Australian fought hard in the 6-2, 4-6, 7-5 loss. She's done it. A terrific win for Caroline Wozniacki. Wozniacki later admitted the match could have gone either way. Perth has joined Adelaide and Newcastle at the top of the A-League ladder thanks to a 2-0 win over the Melbourne Heart. The Glory proved deadly from corners, scrambling home their first goal just before half-time. Billy Memmott then sealed the match in the 85th minute.
And that's the goal I've been looking for, Perth Glory. Job done, Billy Memmott.
Jets winger James Virgili never doubted he'd get his chance in the A-League despite seeing limited minutes last season. 3 games into the current campaign and the 20-year-old is making a big impression.
It was the kind of run James Virgili produced time and time again in the NBN State League. Hats off to the youngster James Virgili. This time it set up a former England international.
That's what he's capable of doing, so hopefully he can do it on a consistent basis, and we've got a star in the making.
Having hounded Virgili to lift his game in the pre-season, the coach was more than happy.
It was good to see him put in a performance like that. Another young fella, young Newcastle boy coming through, and he's going to derive a lot of confidence from that as well.
Virgili is now simply hoping to cement his starting spot after watching most games from the sideline last season.
I think I might have only got about 4 games off the bench, and it's not really. Gary's always told me that he likes me, and I knew that I'd get my chance, and hopefully I'll keep taking it.
Josh Mitchell, meanwhile, is now an established member of the Jets' defence. Against the Mariners, this tackle in the second half caused a stir in the commentary box.
That's a horrible challenge, isn't it? That's an anti-football challenge.
Mitchell says he'd do it again if necessary.
It was a bad foul at the time, but those fouls have to be done. I wouldn't call it any football, but yeah, of course he's allowed to, and fair play to him.
Meanwhile, Ben Kennedy sat out today's session because of his ongoing knee complaint, with Mark Birighitti likely to remain in goal for Friday's clash with Victory. Mitchell Hughes, NBN News.
Hunter golfer James Neddies will head back to qualifying school to try and re-enter America's second-tier tour. Neddies needed to move up 50 places on the money list at the penultimate event of the year in Florida over the weekend. The 30-year-old fell short after finishing the tournament in a tie for 15th. Newcastle triathlete Aaron Royal says he's the future of the sport in Australia after taking out the under-23 world title. A traditionally strong swimmer, the 22-year-old was among the leaders as they headed for the bike leg. Royal hovered in third going into the run before making his move in the home straight.
Aaron Royal, it's a great day, very tough course, and we worked hard on the bike.
He'll now focus on his goal of competing in the Rio Olympics. The Hunter's Chad Reed has made a successful return to racing, finishing 5th at the Supercross Cup in Las Vegas. Here at home, there was a blast from the past as Benny's bikes took centre stage.
Some of these machines should be in a museum, but their owners would rather see them chewing up dirt than gathering dust. More than 80 bikes were on show in the Mr. Vintage motocross event. Wollongong's Dean Burt enjoyed rare air on his way to the pre-80s and pre-90s title. Organisers now have plans to attract high-profile riders next year. From horsepower to paddle power, the Newcastle Hunter Dragon Boat Club hosted its annual regatta. 15 teams, including entries from Dubbo and Gosford, did battle with the aim of getting more people involved in the sport. And junior rugby officials say they're blown away by the massive turnout at trials for Hunter representative sides. More than 300 players tried their luck, hoping to earn a place in the country titles next year. Mitchell Hughes, NBN News.
Well done, boys. That is a comprehensive look at sport.
Sure was. Thank you, Mike. Stay with us. Gab's in next with the weather.
We work hard to save up for summer.
Good work.
Keep up the good work with our great range of delicious low-fat subs at Subway Restaurant.
Digital retinal photography is a powerful tool that helps optometrists like me detect serious eye conditions, including glaucoma and macular degeneration. At Specsavers, we believe Australians deserve access to this advanced technology, which is why, unlike some optometrists, we don't charge extra for it.
A dark spot found on my retina turned out to be a melanoma. I know how important regular eye tests are.
So don't put it off. Book an eye test today.
During the gigantic sale at IGA, you could win prizes worth $200,000 with specials like Uncle Toby's muesli bars, $1.99 each, and Whiskers or Dine, 99 cents each. IGA, how the locals like it.
Check the weather and Gavin, it's a bit wild and woolly out there tonight.
Yes, winter's back, but summer will be back in a couple of days, so don't worry about it. Classic spring conditions here with a southerly buster ripping up the coast today, producing some incredible wind gusts. Now, Rebecca Brown took this at Temagog, west of Kempsey on Saturday. There were some extraordinary temperatures reached in that part of the country. Port Macquarie actually experienced its hottest October day in more than 100 years of records, reaching 39 scorching degrees. A little bit of shower activity, certainly not enough to put any moisture back in the ground. Moved through yesterday, but it was very light on less than 5 millimetres, less than 20 throughout the southeast and the southwest. So overall, the big dry continues. There's our intense little southerly. It's a deepening system. It's a very deep, intense trough forming into a low, so that has helped maintain those incredible wind speeds throughout today. Very strong north ahead, maxed out at 95 kilometres an hour. There's another impressive cloud band moving across the southwest. Very little in the way of rain in it though. That trough line's forming up that east coast low throughout tomorrow. That's going to maintain the wind strengths to the north. We can see we've got a little bit of a buffer here as that high moves across, so the winds will back off quite quickly throughout your Tuesday, but it is going to be quite cold tonight. Same for Sydney, only tops of 20. Freezing start for the capital. Could see some frost develop over the next couple of mornings, but that pool of hot air, as we saw earlier, has not been dislodged. It's still sitting there. So 40-degree temperatures. It has not been this hot this long throughout central Australia, right throughout Birdsville and Western Queensland in decades. So more records snapping across the interior, some of that heat spilling south to Adelaide. Shower activity, light on, it's teasing rain, not enough to wet the grass or get into the garden or penetrate more than a millimetre or so down. So, yeah, rain, it's desperately needed at the moment. It was very warm this morning. Scone hit 28 degrees. It was quite humid ahead of that change that came through at about 11. Humidity is, well, falling at the moment. So to the temperature. It's a cold winter's-like night on the way. The anemometer has caught so much wind there at Notty that it is actually out of the south. It's spun around to the north. But 60 to 80 kilometre an hour wind gusts throughout today. Almost coming straight in out of the southeast throughout tomorrow. And they'll back off by tomorrow afternoon. Again, rain-wise, just light on, hardly getting anything at all out of it. A couple of showers, probably have a couple move through overnight and first thing in the morning. But again, we'll be lucky to get more than 5 millimetres, if that at all. So there's a couple of shower icons in the forecast there for tomorrow. Tops of about 20. It's going to be a cold start, single digits, wind chill factor thrown in there. So a bit cold too if you're working overnight and outdoors. Let's take some winter wind-breaking jackets there to the job if you've got an overnighter. Swell getting monstrous again. It'll jack up to 3 metres, and that'll swing around, come almost straight in tomorrow. It's the season swell at 3 metres. Strong wind warning. Should have really been a gale wind warning for today. It really kicked up there, but easing off during tomorrow. Low tide 9:39. Sun to rise 3 past 6 and setting at 12 past 7 as that half moon waxes away. Heating up quickly. Look at Thursday, back into the low to mid-30s. The scorcher on the way, so settling down nicely throughout your Wednesday. Then a little bit cooler at the end of the week. It was a white cat mess out there throughout this afternoon. It was a little deceiving this morning. We had a light sou'easter there early this morning, just fluttering in, and then bam, it hit, and it became just a blown-out mess. Water temperature sitting at about 18 in at the moment. It'll be a mess again tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks, Gav. Coming up, the event that takes kite flying to the next level.
The kids love it, the entertainment system. That blows them away every time, even if it's a 5-minute trip. They just want to hook on a DVD and Anna and I can talk in peace.
More than a great friend, it was a great car.
It's hard saying goodbye, but with GIO Platinum Car Insurance, we'll replace your car with a new one, no matter how old, for life. Just insure it within a year of buying it new. GIO. It's a trust thing.
New car!
The gigantic sale is on at IGA. With gigantic savings, plus the chance to win $200,000 in cash and IGA gift cards. The gigantic sale, on now at IGA. Get out of the box flavor with Artist Shape's new sizzling summer flavors, like honey barbecue chicken. When we all give it our very best. When we offer a high return, low risk term investment account at 4.85%, that's what makes us greater. Call 1300-651-400 or drop into your local branch.
Get set for summer at Sol Pattinson Chemist. Great value on everyday beauty products, including Latan, fast tan variants, $8.95 each. Bio oil, 60ml, $10.95. Update your skincare routine with L'Oreal Revitalift Total Repair Range. 3 for the price of 2. Plus, for your chance to win a trip to New York, simply purchase any product from the Nivea Sun or Nivea Body range and scan your Sol Plus rewards card. Sol Pattinson Chemist, your way to better health.
Hunter Trade College, the right choice to start a trade career.
We chose Hunter Trade College for Kane, and it was the right choice for him.
After I finished at Hunter Trade College, I got an apprenticeship and I'm loving it.
I went to Hunter Trade College for my apprentice. It was the right choice for my business.
I wanted my HSC and a trade career. Hunter Trade College was the right choice for me.
Parents, students and employers agree Hunter Trade College is the right choice for a trade career.
Hey guys,
We work hard to save up for summer.
Good work.
Keep up the good work with our great range of delicious low-fat subs at Subway restaurants.
Back on Earth, we'll never be the same again.
Hey guys, this is back from space.
New Big Bang Theory, Tuesday 8:30 on NBN.
Australia's lotto obsession, from Powerball to scratchies. The suburbs spending a fortune on tickets trying to win big and make millions. A current affair tonight.
Finally tonight, bright green sea creatures, dragons and snakes have been spotted in the sky over China. The country's kite-flying championships featured 36 of the best flyers from across the globe. More than 400 colourful creations were sent soaring in the two-day event. And it wasn't just for the professionals, with children also joining in the fun.
Very colourful. They'd be no good here tonight to get carried away. That's our latest news.
For more headlines, features and sport, there's our website, of course, nbntv.com.au.
For now, though, from all the team here,
Good night.
Good night.
Tonight on NBN, all new Big Brother nominations. Followed by Simon Baker in The Mentalist. Then, all new Person of Interest.
Hello and welcome to A Current Affair. I'm Tracy Grimshaw. First tonight, the high-flying sports agent who is bankrupt and owes millions of dollars. At the very latest, she may have been saved. Two men have been found guilty of Penny Pratt's murder. Aaron Gibson was sentenced to a minimum of 19 years jail, and James Potter is awaiting sentence. After the break, online delivery times slashed.
After work, I love being able to play all my music through the sync system. Please say a command. Play, track, forever live. And it works.
What's the best protection for dogs from fleas and deadly ticks? A divan tick. It kills fleas and ticks. It repels irritating mozzies and other nasties. And it's water resistant. Advantix. Now that's advanced pet care.
Perfect.
Did you marry a truck driver?
Well, I didn't marry your mother.
Room for all my tools, huh?
There's not even room for me.
Thousands of cars listed every day. Visit Gumtree to find your next car. Or two.
Hi, my name is Shailene and I'm an exploration manager at Santos. This is not a new science. In fact, as one of Australia's largest operators, we have over 15 years of CSG exploration and production behind us. Over the next 3 years, Santos will continue to gather scientific data to ensure that CSG can be produced in this region without impacting agricultural productivity. We've already provided detailed water monitoring data to the Namoi catchment study, and we will continue to share the information we gather with farmers in the community. We're happy to be judged by independent science. Every day, everything we do is determined by science.
Authorised by Phoenix, spoken by Ismakura.
Regal Subaru invites you to save thousands on showroom demonstrators of the all-new Impreza. Now just $23,990. That's right, the all-new Subaru Impreza 2.0i 6-speed manual in sedan or hatch, with the advantages of all-wheel drive and 5-star ANCAP safety rating, with an incredible price of just $23,990 drive away, and with a free accessory pack. This offer won't last long, so get in fast. This sale is available on stock vehicles only and will sell out quickly.
Solar Newcastle extends our Solar Saver package, available on 2 kilowatt or above power systems booked in by October 31. The Solar Saver package includes bonus LED lighting and 2 free extra 250 watt panels. Solar Newcastle, helping you fight rising power bills.
The latest support for women suits all shapes and sizes. The Australian Women's Health Diary. It has all the essential diary features and the latest health and wellbeing information, all for just $14.95. And you'll be supporting breast cancer research.
To crack this case, you gotta listen carefully. New Mentalist, tonight at 9 on NBN. In a new Big Bang Theory. Life back on Earth will never be the same again.
Hey guys, guess who's back from space? So you guys are like, what now?
New Big Bang Theory, Tuesday 8:30 on NBN.
Welcome back. For many online shoppers, lengthy delivery times can be frustrating, but this company has decided waiting is a thing of the past. When we come back, disaster on the water as a booze cruise runs out of control. Good evening, Natasha Beyersdorf with an NBN News update. A 24-year-old Australian Special Forces soldier has been killed by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan. He's the 39th digger to die in the conflict. The baby bonus will be slashed as part of cost-cutting measures designed to keep the federal budget in surplus. There were dramatic scenes at the University of New South Wales as police pursued armed robbery suspects through the Sydney campus. And last year's Melbourne Cup winner Dunedin faces a weighty task to repeat the feat. He'll carry 59 kilos in the race that stops a nation. More news soon.
NBN News, the voice of experience.
More than a great friend, it was a great car.
It's hard saying goodbye, but with GAO Platinum Car Insurance, we'll replace your car with a new one, no matter how old, for life. Just insure it within a year of buying it new. GAO. It's a trust thing.
New car!
We all know that investment in public education is vital. The future of this state depends on it. The next generation of workers are counting on it. But the O'Farrell government is ripping the guts out of TAFE colleges and public schools. And ripping off our kids with it. And more cuts to come, for sure. What are we going to say to these young people? Sorry, your future wasn't worth the investment? No. No. We're going to take a stand. Get online and tell O'Farrell to reverse the education cuts. Spoken by C. Burke, authorised J. Diamond, New South Wales Teachers Federation, Sydney. It's game on right now at your Newcastle and Hunter Honda dealers with an incredible 1.5% comparison rate on the all-new feature-packed Civic Hatch. This incredible offer won't last long, so hurry as a Gloucester, Macquarie or Hunter Honda today. The Freedom Spring sale is now on with 15% off all beds, like the contemporary Jackson Queen or the stylish Cancun Queen. Plus there's 30% off a great selection of bed linen. You're sure to find something that's right for you at the Freedom Spring sale.
I love summer. Summer is fun. Summer is freedom. Summer reminds me of being a kid again. Summer is family, friends, barbecues, soles on your body. Summer is living in a swimsuit for days on end. There's no time like summer. You never want it to end.
He came from wealth. He came from the streets. Their friendship came from the heart. Don't miss the world's #1 comedy. Critics are calling totally winning, based on the extraordinary true story, The Untouchables.
Tomorrow night, disaster on the water as the captain loses control at the helm.
Run over by a harbour bridge cruise.
I thought it was the end for me.
On a current affair, the skipper, the strippers, and the out-of-control boat.
You rode over this woman with a boatload of strippers.
No one was driving, because the captain was enjoying the show.
What were you thinking? That report tomorrow night only on A Current Affair. Thanks for your company. Good night.
year, and Big Dog thought it would be nice to share some of those special moments over the years. Now it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
Tonight on NBN, all new Big Brother nominations, followed by Simon Baker in The Mentalist. Then, all new Person of Interest. This program brought to you by Holden Barina. Expect everything. Connectivity, Bluetooth, cruise control, a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, and there's Holden Wise Cap price servicing from $16,490. Holden Barina. Expect everything. Now's the perfect time to start designing from the floor up.
With Carpet Court's designer deductions, selected STN textured loops now $20 a square metre and 15% off selected timber, laminates and rugs. Carpet Court, your first step to...
Love the look.
What is it with fishmongers? What is it with butchers? They get all the glory. They're so competitive.
February is
It's a small thing that's amazingly big. The power to say everything that you want to say with a $30 prepaid cap from Vodafone. For $30, you get $450 worth of flexible credit. Power to you. Vodafone.
Endures the worst, so you can be your best. When Victor lost his best friend, he discovered a shocking solution.
Victor Dog is alive!
This year, he can do better, bigger. Everyone wants in on the adventure. Frank and Minnie. When we all take time to make the special things in life last a little longer. When we offer savings on interest rates and fees, that's what makes us greater. Call 13 13 86 or drop into your local branch.
Did you know, at Inner Health, we're probiotic experts and have been producing probiotics for over 20 years. Our team of specialised microbiologists research, test and care for the probiotics, so you're provided with a quality product. It's the best of makeup and skincare. The first anti-aging BB cream. New Revitalift BB
My
cream.
skin instantly glows. My imperfections disappear. It fights all the signs of aging.
New Revitalift BB cream from L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
He conquered space and returned our hero. The Fantastic Four reunited. Spreading a new Big Bang Theory. Now back on Earth. We'll never be the same again. Hey guys, this is back to space. So you guys are like what? Now, Big Bang Theory, Tuesday 8:30 on NBN.
Good evening. It's been a wild and windy afternoon evening period with wind gusts of 70 to 90 kilometres an hour from this forming low. That's suddenly a real classic buster. Some cold air in it, so it's quite chilly tonight. Only getting into the low 20s tomorrow as those winds ease through the day.
How about the music?
play You're the Voice?
The natural goodness of oats in Uncle Toby's Oat Life lets kids be kids. At Coles, more new products are coming down all the time. Like Coles Bakery Block Bread, down and staying down to just $2 a loaf. For down savings, get down to Coles. Our bones need vitamin D to help absorb the calcium that keeps them healthy and strong. But 1 in 3 Australian adults aren't getting enough vitamin D. Strong women need strong bones. So if you think you're at risk, ask your GP about Ostalin or visit us online. We work hard to save up for summer.
Good work.
Keep up the good work with our great range of delicious low-fat subs at the Beyersdorf.
I spend my whole week looking forward to the weekend. Go pick everyone up, go out and have a really good time. I absolutely love my i20.
The stylish i20, now from an amazing $13,990 drive away. Hyundai. Brilliant cars, brilliant value.
On the show I watch, like it's awesome.
It's the big break they've been waiting for.
You're anything with big boobs, you're the tryhard. Double D's in the dip. Not a dip, but you're into double D's.
What could possibly go wrong?
3, 2,
You Two Broke Girls, Tuesday at 9 on NBN.
Hello, Natasha Beyersdorf with you again. Wayne Swan has announced cuts to the baby bonus and other measures designed to save more than $16 billion and keep the budget in surplus. Lower commodity prices and falling tax revenue have been blamed. A 23-year-old man has fallen to his death after dangling from a balcony on the 8th floor of a high-rise in the Gold Coast. 2 workers were taken to hospital after a brick wall fell on them at a construction site in Sydney's west. And Casey Stoner has admitted he almost didn't contest the rain-soaked Malaysian MotoGP before bravely finishing third. More news soon.
NBN News, the voice of experience.
When we first used the Active Park Assist, it was so tempting just to grab the wheel and try and take control. Hands off the steering wheel. Active Park completed.
Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. It's 50 mil.
We bet on Oswaldo's mind-blowing $50 million jackpot. Will your numbers bring you a truckload of cash this Tuesday?
When exploring your university options, consider the university that's all about you. You can acquire the knowledge and skills needed by the next generation of lawyers and legal professionals. Or you can pursue a specialised tourism degree using our industry connections for work placements and international exchanges. With our business degrees, you can launch your career or take it to the next level. And from 2013, you can explore our new degrees in civil engineering, social welfare and allied health, including podiatry and speech pathology. Turn your passion for the arts into your profession by studying visual arts, media or contemporary music at our purpose-built studios and performance spaces set in a vibrant arts and music scene. Take advantage of the perfect natural laboratory for degrees in marine, forest and environmental sciences. SCU rates 5 stars for Indigenous participation and delivers degrees in Indigenous Studies through Gurney College of Indigenous Australian Peoples. Study at a campus location that is second to none. From our Lismore and Coffs Harbour campuses to our new Gold Coast campus that is perfectly positioned to excite you. There's a location and study choice that's right for you. And if you're juggling work and study, you can choose distance education and study where it suits you while being part of our supportive interactive community. It's all about you at Southern Cross University.
Give it a maintenance charger. Hook it up to the battery in case I'm not riding it for a while. Keep it charged and ready to go for when I am. Keep it charged.
On your back, Wazzy.
You said it.
Battery World keeps you switched on.
Introducing McCain's new pepperoni ultra-thin pizza with traditional Italian tomato sauce, parmesan, cheddar and mixed Italian herbs. Oh, McCain, you've done it again.
Big dramas. Now, on one thrilling night. How about this? Mystery Monday begins with sizzling new mentalist.
What are you hiding?
Then the US hit new person of interest.
He's in danger now.
Thrilling new Mystery Monday tonight on NBN. What's really in a kiss? The infectious kiss and tell episode. Embarrassing bodies. Wednesday on NBN. Subaru has saved the best to last. The Subaru Impreza with fuel-efficient stop-start technology. Right now, we're offering the last of 2012 Impreza demonstrators at the best run-out prices. The Impreza demonstrator range from $23,990. Subaru, all for the driver.
What is it with fishmongers?
What is it with butchers? They get all the glory.
They're so competitive.
Supercoat. Nutrition tailored to the needs of your growing puppy.
Wake you up. You want to love it? Look at that. What?
Cosmetics, skincare, sun care and tanning this Tuesday and Wednesday on these fabulous brands and loads more. Paying less makes Priceline the fairest of them all. Last stop class brands available at selected stores.
It's Joyce's camera deal of the decade, just in time for the holidays. Buy the Sony Twin Lens Digital SLR for just $898. We'll throw in a bonus camera bag, tripod, 80 cards, 2 filters, Photoshop elements and 200 photo prints. Plus, take it all away on no deposit and no repayments for 6 months interest-free. You'll be shooting pictures like a pro and saving like a bandit. Buy this, get all this as a bonus with no deposit and no repayments for 6 months interest-free. It's Joyce's camera deal of the decade. Don't you miss out.
Just me.
Go for drive-away double deals. At Maitland Nissan, the amazing Nissan X-Trail ST. Just $29,990 drive away. And the powerful Nissan Navara ST four-wheel drive tradies pack, just $41,888 drive away. With Trailiner and Tova absolutely free. Rush in now for drive-away double deals. Nissan X-Trail ST and Navara ST four-wheel drive at Maitland Nissan on the highway East Maitland.
ASPRI is a community-based study helping us find out if aspirin can help older people live healthier for longer. If you meet the following requirements, we need your help. For more information, speak to your GP or call this number.
Third grade, feel it.
Must be supermodels. Ready model gloves.
Brad, eat a Snickers. Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
You're not you when you're hungry. Better. Snickers really satisfies.
Join the D-Max generation with premium fleet discounts on any all-new Isuzu D-Max purchase. Open to ABN and private buyers for a limited time only. See your local Isuzu used dealer today.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special announcement from Newson's Corner. Save up to 75%. Play by now for Christmas. Only at Newson's Corner. Get your dancing shoes on and get down to Butt-Eye Barn. It's a great night out with friends, workmates, and parties of any kind. Butt-Eye Barn, great food, great music, great fun.
Looking to save on your home loan? Talk to the Mutual. The Mutual's budget home loan with a comparison rate of only 5.73% per annum and no application fee. Maitland Mutual Building Society. Modern banking, traditional values.
I'm proud of this service, very proud to work for this service. I've worked here for 30 years. I've seen services all around this country and certainly all around the world, and this service is truly a community-based organisation. NBN has been involved with us since day one. They're still with us today. If it wasn't for the community, our major sponsors, we certainly wouldn't be doing and providing the service that we do for the people of the region.
What do you think? I didn't think I needed all these reminders. Well, we've been out of the van for a long time, Ando, so don't want to take chances. I'm going to call this an indicator or... No, it's a stick. You know what a stick is? Yeah. So I'll have to take this down. So did I. Dangerous. You want to know what it is? Rearview mirror. Yeah, but you're reading it. Yeah, I think I can remember it. Nah, I think it's a bit dangerous if you take it down. I think it's dangerous to have it up. Well, now we're fighting. Happy?
Australia versus New Zealand. Hamish and Andy's Caravan of Courage. Soon on NBN.
As soon as I saw the Veloster, I fell in love. I literally will grab the car and drive the hundreds of kilometres just looking for that perfect photo.
I like to create beautiful things, something unique. I bought the Elantra because it's a stylish and sophisticated car. It makes me feel good. I work hard during the week and it's nice just to not be on a clock on a weekend. Throw the bike in the back of the 835 and go for a ride.
Hyundai. Brilliant cars, brilliant value.
Have you stopped taking your cholesterol-lowering medication? You could be at risk of a heart attack or a stroke. Don't leave it too late. Make an appointment today to go back to your doctor.
There's some great news at McDonald's. Get your very own copy of the Daily Telegraph or the Sunday Telegraph with any breakfast McValue meal. So come in today for your breakfast and morning paper.
Hurry into the Freedom Spring Sale to save on a great selection of homewares. There's 20% off all clocks, wall art, and a wide range of cushions, rugs and more. Plus, get 25% off all curtains. You're sure to find something that's right for you at the Freedom Spring Sale.
With 20% off cosmetics, skincare, sun care and tanning this Tuesday and Wednesday on these fabulous brands and loads more. Paying less makes Priceline the fairest of them all. Your Stop Fast brands available at selected stores.
A Day on the Green presents this summer's must-see concert events. Elvis Costello and the Imposters, Sunny Boys, Jojo Zepp and the Falcons, Tex Perkins and the Dark Horses, and Stephen Cummings. Tickets on sale October 29.
Football returns to Hunter Stadium this week when your Hunterport Newcastle Jets take on Melbourne Victory in a Friday night blockbuster. Come and see some of the best strike power in the A-League when our own Emil Heskey and Ryan Griffiths take on R.C. Thompson and Marcos Flores. Newcastle Jets versus Melbourne Victory. 7:30 p.m. this Friday night at Hunter Stadium. Tickets from Pro Ticket. Matchday sponsor, Banking on Football.
Yamaha pianos, Foley's pianos. Yamaha Clever Novas, Foley's piano. Yamaha digital pianos, Foley's piano. Yamaha keyboards, for all things Yamaha, Foley's pianos.
Now that's interesting. To crack this case, you gotta listen carefully. New Mentalist, next on NBN. In a new Big Bang Theory. Life back on Earth will never be the same again.
Hey guys, guess you're back from space. So you guys are like buds now.
New Big Bang Theory, Tuesday 8:30 on NBN.
the 39th digger to die in Afghanistan. The Special Forces soldier was on patrol when a roadside bomb detonated. A couple has been lucky to escape a massive fire that destroyed a Sydney home. Strong winds caused the blaze to threaten neighbouring properties. A kangaroo has been captured after bounding into a multi-level car park at Melbourne Airport and catching officials on the hop. And Samantha Stosur has fallen short against Caroline Wozniacki in the final of the Kremlin Cup in Moscow. That's all from us here. Have a great night.
NBN News, your local news. Introducing the special edition Holden SV6 Z-Series Ute. It's loaded with more of what you want, like the touchscreen Holden IQ system with Bluetooth streaming, charcoal 19-inch alloys and leather bolstered seats, as well as the maximum 5-star safety rating and Holden Wise cap price servicing, all from just $34,990 drive away. The SV6 Z-Series Ute at your Holden dealer today. The Holden Z-Series Ute gives you more. It mightn't look it, but Toby's actually being very smart. He's about to order from our new McCafe Plus menu, where you can bundle a small coffee plus a delicious snack like a blueberry muffin from just $3.95.
From the original US creative team, Australia welcomes the international sensation and #1 girls' night out, Menopause the Musical.
October 31, Toronto Workers. November 1, Charlestown Bowl. November 2, Soldiers Point Bowl.
You're looking for a comfortable, relaxing retirement lifestyle? Then look no further than Magnolia Gardens, centrally located in Raymond Terrace. Modern designs with 2 bedrooms, open-plan living in a delightful garden setting. At Magnolia Gardens, there's a secure and friendly, close-knit group that enjoys regular day trips and social outings. Walking distance to shops, cafes, doctors, or the river, Magnolia Gardens is the life. Make an appointment and inspect Magnolia Gardens Retirement Village today.
Football returns to Hutter Stadium this week when your Huttersports Newcastle Jets take on Melbourne Victory in a Friday night blockbuster. Come and see some of the best strike power in the A-League when our own Emil Heskey and Ryan Griffiths take on Archie Thompson and Marcos Suarez. Newcastle Jets versus Melbourne Victory. 7:30pm this Friday night at Hutter Stadium. Tickets from Pro Ticket. Matchday sponsor, Banking on Football.
Time to lighten up. New Dream Nude Air Foam Foundation from Maybelline, New York. Other ingredients weigh skin down. Our unique foam releases aerated pigments for a flawless finish that's light as air. 100% nude perfect. New Dream Nude Air Foam, only from Maybelline. Chocolate.
It's their big break.
You're ready with big boobs, you're the tryhard.
What could go wrong? Super Girl, Tuesday at 9 on NBN. Miley Cyrus meets 2.5 men.
Would you be offended if I popped the girls out?
And her 2 friends are setting a booby trap.
Where are you going?
I just need to do this thing that no one is safe.
Hello. You must be Jake. I'm sleeping in your room.
Well, God bless America.
Tuesday on NBN. This program brought to you by Holden Barina. Expect everything.
Now, tonight's lotto draw.
Good evening, I'm Janie Steele. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Well, tonight we have $2 million for the Division 1 prize for up to 2 winners, and we're also playing for a huge Lotto Strike estimated First Division prize pool of $1,330,000. First ball, 32. And of course, we welcome tonight's Lotto official and government representative. Second ball, 11. Now, don't forget that you could win double prize money tonight only. Third ball, 37. The winning Lotto Strike numbers you'll need for tonight are 32, 11, 37 and 21. So tonight's draw offers a total prize pool of up to $5 million. Fifth ball, 23. Now, if you win any prize division tonight, including Division 1, your prize will be automatically doubled. And our sixth ball is 41. Good luck. Tonight's winning numbers are 32, 11, 37, 21, 23 and 41. First supplementary is 1, and there is our second supplementary, 26. So a big congratulations to everyone that had a win tonight. Certainly a good night to have the right numbers. Hope you can join us again on Wednesday.
This program brought to you by the Home Loan Experts, Newcastle Permanent.
The following program is classified M. NBN recommends viewing by mature audiences. It contains some violence.